Last week, we talked about chapter 11. At the end of chapter 11, we see that the Christians in Antioch sent to the Christians in Jerusalem to help them out.
Ni dara ke pa na ma pe so na ma da ma du shita na ko hera wa ma tho ke na ma jurufu si a o pa da Antioch no go he asana ka kyak se the did you say they went back to Israel?
There was like a famine going on.
Right.
And so the believers in Antioch sent help to the believers in Jerusalem.
We didn't hear anything about a famine.
No, I didn't mention that.
Okay.
I didn't mention that. But that's what happened at the end of that chapter.
Ndaba ite jurufu si a o da Antioch do ku no go he mete ite asiani ho na da ite Damascus do ku no go esi sana sheshe o sina opti ke logo sana ite mo te posi ma dere pa to he mena esi kakya mi chaka esi go.
So much persecution in Jerusalem, and now we're going to see some things that are happening in Jerusalem.
Ani peni ho to ka he da Jerusalem ku Israel ku no ma da krifu si akabesa na o enene ko.
But before we do, you remember we talked about Kusalu's name being changed to Kupalu.
Ani manana pe sola to kina ma si to ma he da ki pe shu de na da me mete da ku solu no ha phule mu gena ku palu mete ko.
Would you play Sime chapter 13 and verse 9?
Ma prenge put he ma do shisio ma pu da.
Huchalu usenye ke po emuina kupolu yete prene alebana secha sebiache ra amia retu de yami te ple umesenu te pre.
You see here that his name was not changed to Paulu. He had two names.
Ani ba po mai shopen ma apule amui ma to ko he ra ke luke na ma amui na ma o de na mui ko.
He had a Hebrew name, a Judapu name, Salu.
Ni da pe elu na ku sallu na ma amui ko ma da ma jurfu mui ko. Jurfu ko mui de pre.
But he also had a Roman name, Palu.
Mana me te ena jurfu wa mana e o le da te adu the da ma rome do ku no ko he rome ke ku no ha amui na ma o elu na palu ko.
Kupalu was fortunate because he was a Roman citizen as well as a Judapu.
Ani da ku palung ina ma abire ne mete hina ma ena ma jurfu wa mana da a ole a odu the da rome ake ku no ha ena ma rome pu ilu no ko.
That is a very difficult thing to get.
Mete ma sena da jurfu si nge sina yene ko sena si esi ma jurfu mana da athwa ka ma rome pu ma ide athwa ka ma rome ke ye pu si no ha ye ko.
It gave him rights in the Roman Empire that many people did not have.
Mete da ena ha athwa ka ma rome ate pu ku prene he engi na ma sena da athwa ka ye du ke thu da rome ke ku no ko sena da jurfu si da ke si da ro si na si thwa ka ne ke du ko to the pre ma na thobe to ko.
And as we go through this book of Acts, we'll find out that Roman citizenship, that every once in a while it comes up in the story.
Ani mete da una pe me da lisa sa kuna ma una mete ku paluna athwa ka rome pu ku prene he a du thero rome do ku no ha ai so ti ka mete he ne ma alo mete te chuna ma mete athwa rome pu te a min no be we ko.
So we know that Kupalu became very soon here, he became the apostle to the Gentiles.
Tu pada pe me thabo ko he se pada ku palu na athwa ka ma phrenya phu te he phrenya phu te preder ma ite jupu ma tu te he angi go.
And that's one reason why he would want to use his Roman name, because he was now ministering to Gentiles.
Mena mete da ai so alisa sa da ma jupu ma tu te he na he bana ken a e amui na ku palu ko.
And as Kire mentioned, it might have also been helpful not to go by the name of that hated Salum.
Tawasana na ukira hera ke da pana ke he mete da ku solu ami pa da ku solu na mi sa in ne jupu si kripu si ne he mena ken na ona e ni na ku solu ne ma ke si thelu polu si mi salu populu go.
The Judapu, many of the Judapu hated Salu, the one who was a Judapu, and now he converted to be a Christian.
Mete hina ma da ite jupu si na si thene ne ma ku solu de pre ko he da ku solu de pre en ma jupu kelu ma jupu wa ma na min na ne jupu to ba no ba kina athoka ka kripu pu no go.
So, what's happening now in Jerusalem?
Ni kunne na pe me da Jerusalem dogu no ma mi to te krete.
Would you play the first two verses of chapter 12?
Kana pre nya pu te he ma du shin ni ma pu te na ni.
Ina ake kui hiru chathia mi chi mi tu prezu I te plomu pudihi. De ahita ango aku ake. Usu siga kuyu ha avia ku jim zanane.
And you played verse 2? Also?
Yes.
Okay. So, the king Herod had one of the apostles killed.
Ni da ba ite kui Herod no go he kui amina Herod al pre no ha amisa ke ma pre nya pu pre.
And let's talk a little bit about, was it James?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about Jamasha.
Ni kunne na srai sho go pe da jem che re kyar ki jem che he.
So, the king Herod killed, he had Jamasha killed with the sword.
Ni da kui Herod no ha amisa ma ide pre nya pu pre mi na ku jem che go he da amisa sana ati ashu so na idu to.
So, who is this Jamasha?
Ni kunne na pesi singe ga da ku jem che pre na mo pe.
Yeshua had his 12 apostles.
Da bia se shu na ma da a kashe na ma o ide pre nya pu te he au sinne.
But there were some times when Yeshua only had his very close 3 apostles with him.
Muna to por ken ma da bia se shu a kashe na ma ite da pre nya pu te he ko sa mu le na au si so no au to na Yeshu ka.
So who were these 3? It was Kupetru, Ku Yohan, and his brother Ku Jamashu.
Ni da pre nya pu te he si so ma ko sa mu le na ma ku Petru na ku James ku Yohana to na ku Yoha po per ku ma te ku James ka.
They were the ones that were very, very close to Yeshua.
Ani asisi so na ma au phule na bia se shu ka sana ko sa mu le u phule lu ka.
We have writings in the New Testament from Ku Yohan.
Da lisa sa ko se na ma da ku Yoha arali sina au parte da pi lisa sa ko ka.
And he talks much about the love of God.
Ani da ara ligu na ma ona hititi ai so in ne da ma ite pe chomre amuni ne pe ne hin ko.
But Ku Yohan and his brother Ku Jamashu, they were called by Yeshua Yeshua had a name for these two brothers.
Ni mi te da ku Petru na ma ona a he ite tu te chan ya chom ra mui go he mana da ku jem chu na ku na ku Yohana go esisi na ma sana bia se shu a elu esi pona me esisi na ha elu mi na ta che go.
There was one time I'm not going to read it, but there was one time where Yeshua was with the two brothers, and they were bothered by some people.
Ani da se ku na mai sho ke o tu hu ma bia se shu na ku Yohana ku jem chu na go he esisi so na a sana a u tu po na ba ki esi na ha mi su sa lu go.
And the two brothers said, Yeshua, would you like us to call down, I'm going to make sure I get it right. Yeah. Do you want us to call down fire from heaven like Elijah did and kill them?
Ni ba ma ki esi a mi su sa esisi so na go a mi su sa bia se shu ku jem chu na ku Yohana go he na ba na ke apona mesisi na no ga shu de bia se shu na na o da ki ye mi su sa pe no ha ma ite no pe go he da pe si e klesa na da ku Elia mi tho na go ha e ta ma mi u go ba mi u so ke na ki ye si mi su sa pe na e a shu de bia se shu go.
And Yeshua said, no, that's not the way we're going to behave.
Na bia se shu na na to mi ki mi su sa be san hu pe hu no klo ma pe e mi no to he.
Yeshua had a name for these two brothers. He called them the sons of thunder.
Ni da ba bia se shu na e pona me si na mu go ha ai lu na da ma crop ku no thunder lightning yeah ma crop.
So we understand how they were.
Ni mi te a ilu mi ni mi te ma sana pe si nge wa go ha na esina asena si plo do mi te asi ena o pe si me solo te cuida chomre te propria duba mi chopia esina mi telo jada ma ku no.
Of course, when you become a believer, slowly you begin to change and be more like Yeshua.
Ni na pe tene na ma da kripu de pre na ma o na pona ne ma en ni puisa na ma bia se shu go.
Anyways, let me see. Let's look at King Herod.
Kunne na ma pe me ka kya ka se da ma kui Herod Agrippa.
This king got his power from the emperor in Rome.
Ama a iluna kui hero. Am ko ne ma ena ha to kui mi te he ne ma sana ite da Rome kui dula na o ga sana kui dula da thake ku na o to ba do te si ma si kui ko de he da e pre na to kui mi te he ma si Rome kui dula de pre na ha a ilu ga a si no to ke pre na da si do ku kui.
So the emperor set up King Herod as a king in this area of Israel.
Ani da Rome kui dula de pre na ha anno ma ite hero ko he asino twalu kui da ma ba ite do Jerusalem ke shana pho ko.
And the emperor wanted there to be peace in his empire.
Ni mena da ite kui dula de pre na ha asime thashine ne da ma ite do pate ku si da ro si na da kui hero to pre o to pho na ba be da ba esio dokulo lopli na ma amore sana ngure le kyashido to le shashulu to ke asime thagun ko na.
As a matter of fact, during that time when the Roman Empire was in power, the world has a name for the peace that they brought to the world.
Ni ba asha ke bana ke mi te da kui Rome ke no go ha esi no ha ami du la na ko mi te ke esi da ro si na ma si shine ne lu le na he bana ke esi thwa ke du la he si no ha da he khu asana da he khu lo pli no ha le sha shulu na ma u cho pato asana ke yo mo de lo pli cho ga asana ban sha ke ban ke mi te ke mo re ne le sha shi lu no o to no ha a elu mi ban sha ke na o to mi au o ko
But that peace came through the power of Rome.
ni manada ite ke mo re le sha shi lu to a ke na ma a to ta che mi te he na ma rume no ha mi rume klo no ha mi be ko
So the emperor wanted King Herod to make sure you keep peace with the Judepu.
mina da khui du lo de phen ha shu de ma khui hero ko a heluna order ite ne thwa ka khui ba ite thaki gu ban ke ne he ba do ban phone ne ma sana da me mo re se na hu da ju fu si ne ko sana cha shu lu mi helun
It was the same. Do you remember with Pilate? He was the Roman governor that spoke with Yeshua when Yeshua was brought to him.
to ba si to ma we he na ma khu pilot phen ko he en ma da rome da ko du the press na da ite viku ko du the phen ko he na ba eno ha ai be shu no ni na bia se shu ko me te he na ma ke he bia se shu da e bi singi ko
Pilate sent Yeshua to death in order to please the Judepu.
ni na khu phan le no ha ma en ma asana da yakomu he na asana viku ma ke ko du le phen ko na ba me te ba ke si a he ma bia se shu da bi singi ne he ma a he sho ke si na o mi sa ke bia se shu me te he ne ma sana da a mi sa ke Yeshu no mama da jur pusi ngive a he no ko ka me mu ve jur pusi ngive a he na
If he pleased the Judepu by killing Yeshua, then there would be peace.
me te ma tan ni na ke ne a mi sa ke Yeshu da jur pusi ngi ne ma da ite ke esi doku Israel ne ma sana jur pusi to ne kri pusi to ne jur fu ma to bebe na esi na le kya shulu na oputo a he tan ni me na ko
So that is what King Herod was doing. If he kills one of these Christian leaders, it will make the Judepu happy.
me no ha sana da ku hero na tan ni sana ku pile ko he na o ke ne sina mi sa ke jur fu te klo du pre kripu ku klo du pre ne ma jur fu sina ha a sikri a mo di pa sana a chane ne da ma esimi sa ke ite jur fu klo du na pa a kripu klo du na pa tan ni me na ko
Any questions about that?
but like what logic but why would they think that
What?
it's gonna make the Jews happy that they're killing their religious leaders
Because here was this new religion of following Yeshua of Nazareth. They try to stamp it out. Like Kusalu, try to stamp it out. They didn't like it.
ani da mi te asi tenena da bia se shu awa ke na he da mi te asi ku cho bega da ma lisa sa ku no go da me na ma ki asi na o ke lo so na kya ke ko he sa na men me na sana a me ke da bia se shu na lisa sa si ne ma da asi li ku cho bi ma o we pat chu at ni me no go sana a me ke lo bia se shu na lisa sa si ne ma jur fu si le kya si lo o to at ni me no
Any other questions about that?
si le should that one
Would you play verse 3? Chapter 12, verse 3.
an ma pu sion per nya pu te he ma du sini
Amia tina amite pu ina. Atona yuda pu te he aseplo aku ake. Ahe tapu angona be pupu ku petru te me ina. Atu tiabe pue komu sodo humu te po akena.
And so Herod thought that worked very well. It pleased the Judepu. I think I'll kill another Christian leader.
ni bana ke da kui hero na ani ho no ha hina order ke mi sa ga bia se shu no ha da jur fu sina mo ne lu me no ha ke ne me no ha sana ve mi sa na da ki na ko he mi ke ne ve mi sa ke esi de kripu de cloud du pre ne ma jur fu sina ha a chai di pa de ni mi no
And so he took Kupetru, put him in prison.
Me na wa da kui hero no ha apu ni ma ku betul no ba de lu da pu da lu da pu ku.
And at a certain time, he was going to bring Kupetru out, probably have him killed.
Ani me te da atene na atana ke ma ai ke te sa ku betul wa mana da ai ke te lo ke na ma asi me misa ke lu pa ko.
And it says that the other believers in Jerusalem were praying hard for Kupetru.
To ba na ke na ma da le sa na he ko he ba ku betul opa da pu no ha da krifu si te he si na ku chob be sho ne pe da ku betul ni ko.
Every hour, Kupetru had 4 Rome guards that were guarding him.
Ani da ku betul no ma ite sho ke ba te be ko he da au ra pu ku ke akina ma rume klo abi po melu na ma o lu ti ko.
And 2 would be outside the door, and 2 would be right there alongside Kupetru.
Ni amite au si limite ne ma na pre na ma o po da ite ma pu ku ka da thu na pa na pre na ma o po da ma ku petru ka sha ko.
So there was no way Kupetru could get away.
Me na ta sana ku petru na sana kle ka the ma ani tu ko nan mi cha do.
Except that God sent an angel to release him.
As it ne na ke na klo silu na po me lo ne ma aka the be to at ne na kle ta phat be to at ne ko mana da ide chom re no ha su kle ma te ne put pre no ban ano me mo pe ma ku petru ka da ko.
Would you play verse 7, 8, and 9?
Mapu new dio nan dan.
Viace atanemo kupu te pre ya ka tho ulu kebi ne ra ali thia lobi Kupetru unidi apoku ne tanemo kupu plia Kupetru pla khura aturia ka tho lura a heluna ka tho pria mo te phu de supli to the ude Kupetru atakhuni kho lo aku ine ala ta plu thi kya lo ni di de ane thura tanemo kupu heluna
Nya thia ne nya tho radia ni ne kupha ne
ra Kupetru kru me kupu tanemo kupu he ene ra a he poluna
I tho thia ni ne I ke ne ro kro che ke wa khie ye
ra Kupetru kru the ke lukhe de apokla manara tanemo kupu me pelu pu yenama amala koe ma toene Kupetru sai ni tatedo atane prena amya thilu te bre.
Here, Kupetru, very soon in the morning, might have been killed.
Ani da pet ne ma ba mo he ta he na ko he ma to mo lia ne ma iti queen ma mi sa ke ku petru pa ke.
But God gave Kupetru great peace, so great that he is sleeping. He's sleeping hard.
Ni but do you think like he knew that he was going to get killed in the morning?
He might have very well thought so, because they were, it says that King Herod kept him in prison for, I guess, a few days. He was waiting for some Jewish festival to make it an event.
Oh, okay. Ma da kui na ko ha ade ku petru da po na ma na so na ko na pa asi o pot o asi o pot ma da juru fu si mi pue ku sana mon da na ma mi pue du to pue hin ba asi me sa ku petru ba pue ku a ke na ko mi te ne ma si do me metho lo ke ye he me na wa pe ne ma ku petru ma si ngi we ke ne mo lia ne ma queen ho mi sa ka lupa ai na asi ngi we ko ma na da engina da chom ra mi mu ne lu si plo si sana atena sana atin du sa do ko asi a be sa ba mo li ba te ma asi shape to da asi shape to ke ra au ma mu re ne ko.
But God can give wonderful peace to a believer, even in the worst situations.
But asana peace ma okay. Ta ka chu ba. Mada ite da pe kripu si no be go pe ka be da thì chỉ ở chân này thì chú thì sẽ chân bắt tới bị có hay đó ở trong này mà ăn đó bị cripple thì cái chú bị bóc hết mà nhiều có
I think this is funny because Kupitru was not lightly napping. He was in a deep sleep.
ông mẹ đó sao à xin nghe cho mẹ này mà khu petru mà ông mơ mà ông mơ hôm mà tụi có ông mơ mà sao na nè ít cái thầu mà thì cú cả cho tụi ông mơ gì sao sẽ chọn này ông mơ chọn này con
How many people can say, yes, God sent an angel when I was sleeping and had to hit me on the side to wake me up?
mẹ tin nhiều có hay một bề hết trẻ cái bề hay là sao na khu petru nó hay là ông mẹ đó trong này sugar lệ mà ite tin phu mắc phu phu nó ale ít cái thầu bên nó ite abe mưa cho về đó ite về nghe thế plaku mưa đó plaku tư và cái thầu vậy có
And he had to tell Kupitru,
nó sẽ đúng mẹ về đó side mà sao na but
I wonder what that feels like when an angel snipes you on the side.
well in our Bible it says on his shoulder
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so side, shoulder.
yeah
Huh?
anh ấy là tình yêu mẹ con hay ổn anh nếu mơ khi nào họ tình yêu phụ cái lều mực thọ này nó có
Kupitru apparently did not even know whether he was awake or whether it was a dream.
นี่แล้วคือตัวนั้นที่ก็ใช้ก็ให้น่าเด้อบ่อับทอแค่นั้นมาฉะนั้นเอามือแม่ไปป่าไปมาก็ทอนี่แน่มาสิ่งนี้สิ่งนี้แล้วบ่ตัวก็
And he told Kupitru, put on your sandals and put on your clothes.
ตัวนี้พูดอะไรให้รู้นะอ๋อดิเตหัดจ่าสินะมาก็ใช้ตัวเดี๋ยวหัดจ่าสิมาก็ใช้ตัวนั้นก็ได้พันมาอีเด็กใช้ให้รู้ตัวนี้พูดชูรู้
And then he said to Kupitru, okay, get up. Kupitru got up and the chains fell off.
นี่บ้านน่ะแค่เด้อตัวนี้พูดไหนไอ้ก็ทอแค่มาคุปตัวแค่นั้นก็ให้บ่คุปตัวก็ทอแค่นั้นว่าฉะนั้นสุปเลต่อเทปึ้มมาเอาเด้อลูกคูลูน้อยอีอยากตะปลกก็ก็ฉะนั้นเอาพมูก็จะไปลงนี่ก็
So Kupitru is following the angel and he still is not sure if he's awake.
อันนี้บ่คุปตัวลักคราตัวนี้มาคุพูนมาสิ่งนี้ล่ะนี่ตัวก็มาคุณเนี่ยมาเอามือแม่ไปเว้ตรงนั้นก็ทอนี่แน่มาสิ่งนี้แล้วตัวก็
Would you play verse 11?
Mama.
Tani mo ko jata pake ro le para ko betro sinni no pada tani mo ko le elu pe ahin.
Oh, so only when the angels left did Peter,
Yes.
know that
Yes.
an angel came down and spoke to him.
Yes.
Aka te de ko yo no e ko ra ko maku hina para o sombe te angi bana pa ko betro kan to ko daba. O sombe ne te he singe de pre to hina de ro le amira mo ro de pre la ati ke te ko betro da ko dangi hera asikritala selera no ko betro ta la asikritala ra asola pa mi mo pe ko betro ko da hina. A ple ko no kia para ko betro no he pe ke ya sombe la. Mane te mui be ko mane da ko be ko ahilo ni. Mane ko ta mo ro de he mo ro de ko betro do ko to poa te ba mo che vera ke je sombe te proti mo te ya a meta che ko betro la sikru sil ro chi ja.
So she knows the story.
Mm-hmm.
So when Peter was, out of the cell, he went into the house of Mark, where John and Mark was having a meeting that they were praying for Peter. And when he got there, the Meredith came out and, came to the door when he knocked, and she heard his voice, and because she was so happy that she needed to tell the other that she forgot to open the door, but they all thought she was going crazy, that they didn't believe her. So when he knocked the second time, she opened the door and everybody, saw him.
Right. We wonder what were the Christians praying that when they saw Kupitru, they didn't believe it was him.
Ani mena petene ma da esi kripusi ha plot chulu na ma aku chobe ma dite mete hina ma ba metha ni to Kupitru bate ma aji to go erma Kupitru na.
Aji to na. ko ba te runa a hi ke ro e cho ga pe ko te mo kru ra ko yo khani a hi ke to para ti ta pu na
Oh. So he left again after he told them to tell John and James, and then he departed.
Right, right. Yeah, we'll go over a little bit of that next week. Would you play verse 11?
Yeah. Ama pu shitta.
Ame tu pelu tura ku pedro sanyi no bre te tutia anina e ibre ro ahina.
Konya ye masai ni hona te me tutia anifu inuma amala kujo bia che chomria no hia atenemo kupuro ahia me shipleti kiawa de kwi hero atri su so ale tuto ahia me shipleka va de yuda fu de amyasu de agu meji va te hi atkuku
Be
Yeah. So he finally understood what was going on.
Yeah. Atu singe ba ve ko he da ma ba na khen ma tene pu akle ibe shu ai thok saluna.
Well, let's pray.